Good morning, students of Standard 10. Today we are going to study topic dihybrid cross from chapter 4, heredity and evolution. Dihybrid cross. There is a cross in which two traits are considered at a time. So students, dihybrid cross actually is a cross in which two traits are considered at a single time. So students, here we can understand the concept of dihybrid cross with the help of this picture. Students, here we can notice that the parental generation has two different types of genes. In the male, the first category of the genes represents pure tall plant, and the second trait, the parent, represents pure round seed. So students, here two traits are being considered which clearly can be noticed here. The first trait is the plant height. So this we can call it as plant height. And here the second trait, which is the pure round seed, can be compared as the shape of seed. So students, here two traits are being considered. The plant height is the first trait and the second trait is the shape of the seed. So students, when a pea plant with homozygous tallness and round seeds is crossed with homozygous dwarf plant with wrinkled seeds, then it can be an example of dihybrid cross. So students, when a pea plant with homozygous tallness and round seeds is crossed with homozygous dwarf plant with wrinkled seeds, then it can be the example of dihybrid cross. So students, when a pea plant is crossed with two traits present in homozygous condition. Students, homozygous condition is supposed to be the identical condition. Now students, the concept of above mentioned theory can be well understood with the help of this picture. Students, here we can notice that two identical genes are there which represent tall, and two identical round genes are there, capital R, which represents here the round. So students, the first trait which is presented by it is the plant height. So that's the first trait, students, which is represented by capital T and capital T, and the second trait is being represented by the capital R, which is the shape of seed. So students, two traits here are being considered, plant height and the shape of seed, and which is further crossed with the dwarf, which is in homozygous condition, small t, and the small r. So students, here you can also notice that the genes for dwarfness and the genes for wrinkled shape of the seed is also present, and which shows that it is the example of dihybrid cross. The genotype of homozygous tall plant with round seeds is TT and RR. So students, in this picture we can clearly understand that the genotype for homozygous tall and round seed, homozygous tall plant with round seeds is capital T and capital R. So students, here also it is represented in this picture. The capital R, which you can see here, that represents the tall plants, and capital R, which you can see here, that represents the pure round seeds. So pure tall plant and pure round seeds are present in the homozygous conditions, because homozygous means same. Okay students, now let's move to the genotype of homozygous dwarf pea plant with wrinkled seeds is small r and small t. So students, the genotype, that is the genetic constituent of the homozygous dwarf pea plant with wrinkled seed is small r and small t. So students, here the small r and small t represents two different traits. So students, here the small t represents the pure homozygous, because they both are identical genes as the short plants, and wrinkled seeds because both of them are small r, which is the homozygous wrinkled seed. The first filial progeny in dihybrid cross is 100% hybrid tall pea plant with round seeds. So students, the first filial progeny, that is the first generation which will be obtained by the crossing of dihybrid, will be 100% hybrid tall pea plant with round seeds. So students, this concept can be well understood with the help of this picture, where you can clearly notice that the pure tall with pure round seeds is further crossed with the pure dwarf plant having pure wrinkled seeds. So students, when both of these two are further crossed, then after the gametic fusion in the F1 generation, 100% hybrid tall round seeds are being obtained. So students, here hybrid is represented by the heterozygous genes, where heterozygous represents different genes, where you can see capital R small r and capital R small r. With that condition shows the heterozygous. When selfing is being done in between progeny of the first filial generation, then the progeny obtained is in ratio of 9:3:1. So students, when selfing is being done between the first generation of the progeny, that is the first phylal generation of the progeny, then the offspring which is obtained is in the ratio of 9:3:3:1. So students, these are the gametes or the possibilities of gametes which can be formed by the female. And these are the four possibilities of the gametes which can be formed by the male. And students, when both of these two are when crossed, then 16 possibilities is generally obtained, out of which 9:3:3:1 are the possibilities of the offspring which can be obtained in the second phylal generation. Students, now let's discuss an important question. What is genotypic ratio of second phylal generation in dihybrid cross? The genotypic ratio of second phylal generation in dihybrid cross is 5:4, 3:3:1. Thank you, students.